There are talks, Giacomo, of possible curfews if restrictions do not do enough.
Well, that's right, Madison. The governor announced today that he's considering a statewide curfew. He also says that he's planning on looking into even more restrictions tied to California's tiered system for reopening its economy. Health experts say the number of new coronavirus cases is now growing exponentially, and now some states could even be forced to lock down to stop the spread.
40 counties now will be moving backwards in the state.
Governor Gavin Newsom announced Monday counties moving backward will now have 24 hours to tighten restrictions. They previously had 3 days.
And I anticipate by Friday, in fact, Dr. Galley will be back up making a presentation on the prospect of even more tiered restrictions based upon the conditions that exist today.
California is now considering a statewide curfew and looking at what other cities, states, and even countries are doing. New York City is placing a 10 p.m. curfew on gyms, bars, and restaurants. Chicago imposing a stay-at-home advisory for the next 30 days.
Americans don't have the appetite for another lockdown right now. But the good news is it can still be avoided. But it's just for a few more days that we have that window.
ABC 10 medical expert Dr. Payol Coley says the trend of tightening restrictions will continue nationwide unless individuals heed health warnings meant to slow the spread.
And unless we really start to, all get all hands on deck and try to embrace this philosophy from the bottom up, our governors and our mayors can continue to impose more and more restrictions, and we're going to continue to see those numbers go up and up and up until we get to that eventuality.
Meanwhile, Sacramentans remain divided on how government leaders should handle the rising numbers.
Well, honestly, I think it's kind of messed up.
I think if it's something that we need to do to protect us from getting sick, I'm all for it.
Now, California also strengthened its mask guidance today, urging all Californians who leave their homes with just few exemptions to wear a mask and bring one with them. Meanwhile, we're waiting till the end of the week when the governor says the state of California is planning potentially to release new guidance on even more restrictions.